So there's a new trailer for Deadpool and Wolverine out, and this one features a lot of Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, unlike the last trailer, as well as some hints at what the story is about, and some villain reveals, and some cameo reveals. So I'm going to be talking about some of those things. If you don't want to know any of those things, if you don't want to hear my speculation on the plot, then that's a warning, because I have actually watched trailer videos in the past that people have made where they've speculated about aspects of the plot and they ended up being right, and I was frustrated that I even had that in my head. So I love preserving the movie-going experience, the purity of it, especially for that first viewing, but also a lot of my thoughts could be completely inaccurate, so honestly it doesn't really matter. I love this trailer. I am so incredibly excited for this movie. This looks like exactly what Marvel needs. Their output as of late has been very disappointing, allowing the Deadpool team to just do what they want to do, and clearly from this trailer, the F-bombs and the gore, Kevin Feige and Marvel are stepping aside. There's a joke near the end that perhaps Kevin Feige doesn't want any drug references related to cocaine, and to get around that, they're just talking about it instead of doing it. I don't know. If that's the case, I love that. And I love the idea of embracing the things about the MCU that most people like and enjoy, but also being the anti-MCU at the same time. The trailer also seems to suggest that Cassandra Nova is the villain, who is the evil twin of Charles Xavier, so she comes with all of Charles Xavier's abilities, some of them amplified, but also she's evil. A lot of this trailer seems to take place in The Void from the Loki TV show, where the TVA would prune things and then they would end up in this place. And there's this creature there that like devours people and things. There's a Ant-Man helmet at the end of the trailer. There's the 20th Century Fox logo. The idea of it being pruned or removed from existence is actually pretty brilliant. This area could potentially give this movie so many opportunities to explore various sides of not just the MCU, but the Fox movies and just comics in general. And indeed, there are many appearances of characters from former X-Men movies like Lady Deathstrike, who is seen in one shot here, very small, but had an extremely memorable appearance in X-Men 2, still one of my favorite fights of the entire X-Men franchise. There's also Dogpull, a variant of Deadpool seen here, licking Deadpool while Wolverine looks on in disgust. Strangely, I think more than anything in regards to like Marvel acquiring Fox and taking over Deadpool and all of those things that I was concerned about, the thing that I'm most worried about is really just the treatment of Wolverine, because Logan ended so well. And this trailer seems to suggest that this Wolverine could potentially not exactly be the same Wolverine that's in Logan, but potentially a variant, because the TVA says that this Wolverine disappointed his entire universe. And since it opens with him in a bar, and the bartender suggests that not only is he not welcome at this bar, he's not welcome at any bars, it seems like everyone kind of knows that he's a disappointment. So Deadpool looking for that specific Wolverine to present a path of redemption could be what this movie is about. It literally could also be the Wolverine that we've known in the past films. I don't necessarily think that it matters to me personally as long as the Logan ending is preserved, which I don't know why they would mess with it. Again, this is all speculation. This is one of the major reasons I didn't really do too many trailer videos for a while, because I could just be talking out of my ass, but it doesn't really matter to me. That's kind of the fun of watching some of these trailers for these giant movies, is just being like, okay, what are they doing with this? The anticipation factor of it. I miss that, and this movie is actually really providing a lot of that for me. I haven't felt that way about a big film in a while. And I've had I won't say theory, I'll just say hope, for a while when it comes to Hugh Jackman returning as Wolverine in this movie. And I'll get into that in a second, but it's supported by the fact that the trailer ends with them jumping through a portal. Whether or not some sorcerer from the MCU allows this to happen, or they figure out another way to do it, doesn't really matter to me. It's where they're going and what that means for this movie, because there are obviously so many things they could do. They could visit Jennifer Garner's Elektra. They could even visit Ben Affleck's Daredevil. I mean, there's just so much that could happen that could be very, very entertaining. One of the reasons the Deadpool franchise is so great is it's been able to actually go back into previous iterations of various comic book movies that maybe weren't as well received, because it's under the guise of comedy and maybe righting some wrongs, or at least interacting with them in some way, or even potentially embracing aspects of them that people kind of like now that maybe weren't as well received back in the day. Deadpool has been known for doing that as well. But my hope that I've had for a while is related to the fact that in the past, Hugh Jackman has said that one of his primary regrets, or at least things that he would have loved to do, is fight Hulk.
There's no doubt he'd get in a fight with Hulk at some point. I mean, those two bad, rage-filled characters they're gonna square off at some point. It'll be quite fun. I don't know how much fun to shoot it would be because I'm sure I'd be on the worst end of it. But hey, he can heal, so.
I don't know if this movie is going to allow that to happen in some way, but if they found a way to do that, that would not only give Hugh Jackman his like final Wolverine wish, but my God, that would be great. This, along with M. Night Shyamalan's Trap, I would say are my most anticipated movies of the summer. I thought the trailer for that with Josh Hartnett looked amazing. 35mm grain all over that thing. It looks so good. Obviously, I'm a gigantic Shyamalan fan, so I'm going to see anything he makes, but Deadpool and Wolverine just really looks good, and it looks like it's maintaining the vibes. It feels like I said, exactly what Marvel needs to release right now, something that is completely different from what they've been doing, and that seems like a step in the right direction. I can't wait to see this movie. I hope you guys liked the trailer. Let me know what you thought of it down below. Thank you so much, as always, for watching, and if you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmanized.